We're here with Mark DiNucci, DiNucci Cycles. He's up in Sisters, Oregon, just outside of Bend. And Mark, you brought a really couple interesting bikes here, kind of a progression of your work as a craftsman over the years. Tell us about this this Strawberry. This is a touring bike that you built for yourself?
Yeah, I made the first Strawberry bikes, and I made this touring hack for myself in 1976. The top tube slopes up to make the seat stays longer to try to give it a little more cush.
Yeah.
And keep the head tube as strong as possible so the frame didn't twist with a heavily loaded set of touring bags on the thing.
Yep.
It's got some neat little details where the cable housings are.
Oh yeah, it's integrated into the collar, or the bolt, collar bolt.
And these big old cantilever brakes, because this bike is been loaded as much as 110 pounds.
Mayfax, right? The old Mayfax.
Yeah, Mayfax with Madhauser pads. It's been.
I like the original. This is kind of like the patinaed original. You've ridden this bike. You've gone a lot of places with it. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch it now. It's so dirty. We even had to come up with our own chainring setup for triples in those days because you couldn't just go out and buy them.
Yeah.
That's been a nice bike.
What about this this DiNucci over here? 1985, you said?
Yeah, this one I made in 1985. I made it for myself. It's made out of Tange Prestige Ultralight, which is the same gauges as the new tubes are.
Yep.
And the tensile strength is real high. It was kind of a prototype tube set at the time.
Yep.
And this is when Dura Ace first came out. I had been using AX parts before that, so on the aero bikes.
That's right, they had that twin shifter with the internally routed cables, right?
Right, so I pulled the shifters in out of the wind, and then there's stainless tubes that run inside for the cable routing. You know, it comes out here real clean.
Wow, that's so nice. Wow.
And I used the old AX levers so you could keep the wires out of the wind. It looks kind of modern for the day.
This looks brand new. Obviously, I don't think you ride it too much, do you?
Nah, it's like a pursuit bike. It's real steep and short, and I'm not into that unless it had fatter tires. It's a little too quick for me now.
The paint's amazing. Who did the paint on this bike? You can kind of see
I did the paint. I silk screened the decals. It's all homemade.
So then after this bike, you kind of, for those of you not familiar with Mark, you know, he spent a long time in the bike industry, working at Specialized. If you're mountain bikers out there, he built the Stumpjumper, the Rockhopper, the steel road bikes, the Allez. You spent a lot of time there working on those bikes and the carbon bikes too. But recently, it sounds like you started doing your own craft again?
Yeah, I learned how to run a CAD system really well. And that's served me well for 25 years. It's been a great skill, and I've learned a lot by working at Specialized and anodizing in Portland. From the production end of it, learning that stuff, and working with all the major factories in the world. It's been really a good experience. And now I'm going back to making steel frames, and that experience has really helped pay off because now I've got more capabilities than ever, and it feels really good to work in this medium and have the confidence and the knowledge that I've gained. So, and this bike, for example, this is like a really clean-looking city bike for a friend of mine, and basically we designed the hubs. The dropouts are 4130. They came out of my computer design for this frame. The lugs in the bottom bracket were designed by me when I was at Specialized. The whole thing's designed to be stiff and light and clean looking. It's set up so you can run a 3-speed. You can run the cable housing in the
yeah, internally routed right here, huh?
Yeah, and the cable goes through.
Amazing.
There's a little tiny stainless guide here.
Wow.
For running your multi-speed hub.
Unbelievable. Look at that. I mean, you can hardly even see it.
Except for the.
How does the seat post? How does this? How do you clamp it?
That's a super record seat post that, because this tube is made out of 2 pieces of tubing. There's a double tapered gusset inside, and then there's a stainless steel tube inside. So the seat post had to be really short. So I machined a new rod that goes in there and remachined the angle piece. And when you tighten this, it pulls the rod up and forward, and that causes the wedge to actuate. So it doesn't have a seat binder, just to make it look clean.
Beautiful. And this is an award-winning bike from another show that, of course, we won't name here because we're at the San Diego Custom Bike Show, but this is an award-winning bicycle. Mark is back doing what he loves best. Many years in the business with some of the most prominent bikes ever built in history. If you want a bike like this, look up Mark DiNucci. He's up in Sisters, Oregon. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.